Do you still have work? I apologize if I'm bothering you, but it appears like you're running late today. But couldn't you have contacted me or something to let me know you were running late? I recognize that you are busy, but I am concerned about you.
Oh, you're here. Yes, it wasn't so much that I couldn't as it was that I didn't want to text you at all.
You didn't want to speak to me, did you? Why, what's happening?
Nothing. Just don't want to speak with you. You shouldn't be concerned since I won't be returning there in the future. Never again do I wish to enter that house with your gloomy face. I've discovered a location that is so much cozier and a person who gets me. I'm currently en route to replace it. Morella is her name. To be honest, she's a class above you. She really is remarkable, and her father is a CEO.
You say, what? Are you informing me about your girlfriend in this sitting? You're boasting about your girlfriend to your wife?
It's true, haha, why not? I'm head over heels for Morella. Why can't I express my joy about that?
Could you perhaps take a moment to rewind? I don't understand. What is going on?
I assumed I had been clear. Morella is her name. She's the daughter of a CEO, and she is quite wealthy. She's adorable, too. She is amazing, and God, she smells so good. She has this incredibly fluffy, fuzzy vibe. She's unmarried, has no children, and has no debt, unlike you. She is also educated, and her parents are active members of society. The best lady I've ever met!
She is educated, thus I must be a decent person toward you. I didn't ask to learn more about her, I assure you. How could you do this? I questioned. Were you trying to make me feel bad? Simply said, I have no idea what you are thinking. Did you decide to defame my parents while admitting your adultery?
Have I lied? Your mother is still in poverty, and you grew up with nothing? In other words, you had a single mother raise you.
Is it the only time you've ever considered my family? Do you believe that because my mother raised me all by herself, my family is useless because I am poor?
Maybe not all, though. But yes, yours. Just take a look at how you hold yourself and how you speak. You were a poor child.
How could you say that, even if you did think that? Much less your wife, to anyone? You are incredible.
Your mother has never once been observed wearing designer clothing. Never once. How in the heck is she not poor? Furthermore, you don't even care about Gucci or Louis Vuitton, do you? That just serves as evidence that you were not raised surrounded by those things and do not understand what quality is.
How could you possibly infer someone's upbringing from their preferences? How much money I have or what I wear really doesn't matter. You're being very harsh right now.
I'm simply being honest with you. Why must you be so agitated all the time?
You're attempting to blame me for this? Our lives are being destroyed by you.
You see, this is why I find you so annoying. You constantly lose it over the little things. This isn't that little, but still. You're undoubtedly shocked that I found someone who is significantly superior to you. I understand. It's probably beyond your capacity at this time. However, I don't know who would choose you above Morella, to be quite honest. I'm sorry, but you'll just have to let me go.
Okay, good. It's shocking to learn that my spouse has been having extramarital affairs, but that isn't what I'm referring about. You are treating me so horribly, not to mention my mother, that I can't believe it. Have you always had that opinion?
Are you, LOL, attempting to sound like a sad heroine? Such a pain. I now plan to wed Morella, and that is the goal. Now all you have to do is acknowledge it and go.
Please pardon.
Hey, don't stress over it. The settlement will be sent to you all at once. Okay with direct deposit?
Hold on. Don't simply make decisions for both of us. And why did you ever get married to me in the first place if you've always had that opinion of my family?
I don't know, I guess. You took care of things around the house and appeared really put together. Simply said, it was simpler to accept it.
You scoundrel, You know that marriage isn't something that has to be fixed by spending money on it.
Oh, stop talking immediately. I'm promising to pay everything at once. That also includes losses. That entails accepting responsibility, correct? Geez, is there anything about which you cannot gripe? You should be grateful for receiving any trailer garbage at all.
You are an evil person.
Whatever. Anyway, I'll sign the divorce papers tonight and deliver them to you the following day. Please sign them, then good night.
Are you crazy? You can't just divorce your spouse like that. We should discuss this.
What? How could I? You're so irritating that I can hardly stand to text you. Without a doubt, I'm not coming to meet you. There's nothing to discuss because I won't change my viewpoint. Now that I'm going to hang out with Marilla, bye.
Hold on. Why are you acting this way? I've submitted the divorce paperwork even though you won't return my calls or texts, no matter how many times I try, David.
Finally, even though you could have finished it a little earlier. I was certain you were being clingy since you were taking so long, but at least you got it in.
Just a lot going on at work. I have no attachment to you. I've also been relocating, which is difficult. I have to deal with the fact that the new apartment is unfurnished. As soon as I had a moment to breathe, I finished them.
It's adorable. You act as though you never had anything essential to do. You know, I wouldn't have cared if you had stayed there.
Living in the same location I used to with my ex-husband just feels weird, even though the house is in your name. Additionally, I don't want you to come weeping back to me.
What? I'd never want to rekindle my relationship with you. Are you insane?
Only in case. I want to rule out any possibilities.
There's absolutely no way to calm your nerves, all right? No, oh my God. You must really have a thing for me, huh?
Okay. If I were, I suppose I'd stay put, but more likely than not, you're simply making assumptions.
Ah! Whatever!
If not, I would disclose my new address to you. Which I most certainly won't. Oh, and I made sure I received the entire money you promised, so I can assure you that we are finished.
Huh. You are essentially a frigid fish, then. You fall short once more to Morella.
If I cared about your view of me at all, then it may matter to me.
Everything you say.
I just want you to know that I share your sentiments, regardless of how absurd you may think it is that you could ever wish to rekindle your relationship. And this, Morella, what was it? The daughter of the CEO likes her. Please. That will make both of us happier.
Hi, Vera. I wanted to share something happy with you.
Oh, congratulations on finding the wife of your dreams.
Thanks, but why are you congratulating me in such a sarcastic tone?
Really? I was just kidding around. You know, it's not easy to find a perfect spouse these days.
That's true, but I heard you say that my second wife had been married before. How did you know that?
One of my old friends used to date her and told me about it.
So she revealed my secret to you? I can't believe this.
Don't get angry, David. I was just joking around. My ex-husband has no right to judge me or anyone else.
Please don't joke like that anymore. I can't believe you said that.
Your sense of humor is still ahead of you, David. Don't be too serious and forget about it.
Shut up! So, I take it you heard the news? A new wife!
Little Miss CEO's daughter got divorced. Am I right?
Yeah, I know. And I'm her ex-husband. But don't worry, we're doing fine now.
Really? You guys seem to be handling it well. I also heard she had a big debt before, but it seems like you've paid it off.
Yes, we have. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter to me how much money we spent as long as we're happy.
Well, congratulations then.
Thanks! In fact, I just proposed to Morella earlier today and she said yes.
Wow, I guess you've been waiting for this day for a while, huh?
Ah, maybe a little bit. But you know how it is, she only said yes because of all the money I threw at her.
Yeah. Right. Tell me a romantic story, David. Ha! Ha!
I can't wait to enjoy our honeymoon after the wedding. I have my amazing girlfriend with me.
Oh, really? I'm so bored of hearing about your love life, it makes me nauseous.
I think you're just jealous. I gave her 10,000 roses and a 24-karat diamond ring. It was so romantic. Plus, when her dad retires, I'll take over his company. I'm already the CEO of a $100 million company, so the ring was nothing.
That's nice, David. But please spare me the details. So, what are your plans for the honeymoon?
We're thinking of going to Hawaii or maybe Europe. We haven't decided yet, but wherever we go, it's going to be fabulous.
Sounds wonderful. But do you really think you'll get promoted to the director replacing Morella's father?
What do you mean? Definitely because I have the wife of the CEO, so we will replace her father in the future. That's obvious. The right thing I did was divorce her, lol. Don't hope I come back to you. Morella and I are in love.
Totally agree. But there's something I'm not sure if I should share or not because it's really shocking.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Her father's company is just a fake one.
Surprised, how do you know this? Don't try to fool me.
I'm really worried about you. Do you not know what your job is, or do you just sign contracts that others sign without understanding anything? And she is not the daughter, but only the ex-wife of the CEO's son, that's all.
She isn't?
That's right. I heard the CEO say that the director position is just a fake company she set up to cheat you out of your investment.
I don't believe it. Are you lying to me to get back together? Forget it.
I just want you to know the truth. You can check and confirm these pieces of information.
I can't believe I was fooled like that. Aren't you ashamed?
I'm sorry if I made you sad. But I think you should know the truth sooner rather than later facing unpredictable consequences.
How did you know about my affair with him?
Don't be foolish, David. I am not your friend. You are just a little ant to me.
My apologies, I got confused. But how do you know about this?
I don't need your money, David. By the way, I want to remind you that I am his granddaughter and of course, I inherited 20% of the total amount in his will.
20% stake? Since when?
Recently, David. When I heard about Morella, I felt sorry for your fate.
Can we go back, Vera?
Go back? That's not in my dictionary, David. I'd rather buy a dog as a friend than go back to you. Don't you love Morella? Keep it and use it.
I have changed my mind. I still love you. Let's get married again, Vera.
Don't be foolish. Do you think I'm inferior? I already have a new worthy boyfriend. Goodbye, David, the slave of money.
Vera, everything is just misleading.
Oh, I forget it. Maybe you should know this a bit soon. Yes, actually. After we signed up for our marriage registration, I realized that I forgot to mention something important. Morella owes $1 million US, and they might be contacting us a lot in the future.
What?
Oh wow, that's a lot of money. Do you know why she owes so much? But I think it has to do with her business. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know so we can be prepared for any calls or messages from them.
Vera, I want to apologize for everything that happened between us. I know I was wrong, and I deeply regret my actions. Please, give me another chance.
The trust is broken, and I can't find it in my heart to give you another chance.
But people make mistakes, and I'm willing to make amends. Please, let's work things out. Give me the opportunity to show you that I've changed.
David, you were my ex-husband, and that doesn't give you any entitlement to my forgiveness or any part of my life. I've moved on, and I don't want to revisit the pain you caused.
But Vera, according to the divorce settlement, I'm entitled to a share of the assets. It's only fair that I receive what is rightfully mine.
Fair? David, you must be joking. I can assure you that you won't get a single penny from me. The consequences of your actions go beyond material possessions.
You can't just dismiss our history like that, Vera. We were married, and there are legal obligations to consider.
Yes, we were married, and the divorce settled those obligations. But as for any financial claims, you should know better. You made choices that led to our separation, and I have no intention of rewarding that behavior.
Fine, have it your way. But remember, Vera, karma has a way of catching up with people.
Please. I'm not concerned about karma, David. I'm focused on my own happiness and moving forward. I suggest you do the same.
Then, he realized that his new wife had tricked him into a large debt. All of his accumulated assets were gone. He begged for help from me, and of course, I treated him like I lived in the past as a wife he treated and helped him out with $100. I decided to move on and find new happiness instead of staying with him.
Hey Ivy. We need to talk. There is something really important.
Why you're so serious? Oki, tell me what's wrong.
I'll get straight to the point. I want a divorce.
What? Where is this coming from all of a sudden? To be honest, it doesn't sound like there's much to talk about. It seems like you've made up your mind already.
I really didn't expect you to respond so fast. Aren't you supposed to be working? I mean, I knew your job isn't all that hard, but I don't know you have a lot of free time to sit around on your phone. I guess you're not exactly suited for anything more difficult. But it's still a job. You should be taking it more seriously instead of being on your phone all the time.
Wait a second. I think I'm a little lost. Where is all this coming from? You just all of a sudden announced that you want to get a divorce. I think that would have caught anyone off guard. And then you add insult to injury by attacking my job? Do you even have any idea what I actually do? I'm actually really busy today. I just happened to see the notification from your text pop up on my phone. Well, I felt like my husband wanting a divorce was a good reason to stop what I was doing and respond. Do you have any more questions or insults at my job? Or can we go back to talking about the whole divorce thing?
Okay. I didn't know you get so defensive about your job. It's exactly this attitude that has ruined our marriage. And it is the biggest reason I want you out of my life altogether. This is a serious conversation. You can't just ignore me. Don't you have anything to say?
You know what? If a divorce is what you really want, then that's fine by me. Our marriage has been falling apart for a long time. It doesn't really make a difference to my life at this point. Honestly, I had a feeling it would come down to this sooner or later.
What? You're not upset at all. I'm your husband and you're just gonna shrug off a divorce like it's not a big deal? You should know you won't be able to survive without me. Don't act like this will have no effect on you.
I think I'll get along. It's just fine. I work hard to make my own money. It's not like I'm a housewife that's entirely dependent on you.
That's not exactly the truth though. I know you have a job. But it doesn't really pay enough for you to live on your own.
Are you sure about that? Maybe I don't make as much as you do.
Stop it. There's no point in arguing about this. I want a divorce and your lifestyle is gonna take a hit for it. Just admit it.
You make around $60,000 a year, right?
About that, yeah. I doubt that if you can earn that much however hard you try.
Right, it's a good salary for early in your career. But it's not that much. I'm currently making around $50,000 a year. I think that's okay for me though.
What? Come on, Ivy. Don't try and lie to me.
I'm not lying, but your surprise says a lot about how much you paid attention to me in our marriage. Anyway, I'm not worried about making it all my own. I may not exactly get to live in luxury, but it'll be more than enough to get by well.
But you'll still have to make some sacrifices.
You're probably right, but that's okay too. Anyway, if you're done trying and failing to make me feel worthless, did you have anything else to say about a divorce? We absolutely need to discuss that. But I can't really talk much during work. I've been away long enough. I'll see you at home later. Let's talk more then. That way we'll be able to get everything out in the open at once. Or is there something urgent that needs to be taken care of at this minute?
Just stop. There's nothing to talk about. I want a divorce. And I want you to go away. You have until the end of today to get out of the house, got it?
You want me out today?
Yes, today.
Don't even try argue it beforehand.
It's funny, Ivy. You were so smug about your $50K just a minute ago. So you shouldn't have a problem getting out of my house by the end of the day. You have more than enough money, right? Just get your stuff and get out. I don't want to see your face any more minute.
I think I know what's happening. There's something else going on here? Isn't there something that means you need me out of the way as soon as possible?
Look, you're grasping at straws here. Not feeling so strong now? What happened to all your confidence? In all seriousness, I'm sorry for the trouble. But you really do need to leave immediately. I'm getting married again and I need you out so that my new wife can move in.
Yeah, here it is. This is a real problem, right? So who's lying now? I don't know what reality you think you're living in. But that's just not happening. Just tell your imaginary girlfriend to pick a different day to move in.
Imaginary? Have you really not figured it out yet?
Figured out what?
I want a divorce because I'm in love with someone else. She just told me she's pregnant this morning and I want to do the right thing, to put it frankly. You are in the way of our happiness. So like I said, I need you out immediately.
Well, thank you for telling me now. I understand the situation.
What? Just like that? You don't have anything else to say?
Well, just that today is simply not possible. You're gonna have to wait until I find somewhere else to move. I'll move as soon as I can. But it could be a few weeks.
No, absolutely not. You'll be out of my house and out of my life today. Today. Don't you get it? You should consider it punishment for being so arrogant and condescending all the time. This is the last time I'll say it. You need to be out of my house now.
So that we're clear and everything is on the table. You do understand the position that you're in, right?
What is that supposed to mean? The only thing that needs to be understood is that I am still your husband. You'll do as I say.
Ethan, it doesn't really work like that. I'm not sure what your plan was, but you just exposed your own infidelity to your wife. You called me arrogant, but I think you need to do a little self-reflection and punishment. Let's talk about punishment. Let's talk about what's to happen to you now that you've decided to impregnate some random woman and kick your faithful wife out.
Excuse me? What exactly is that supposed to mean? Do you think that you somehow have the right to talk back to me like that? There is no evidence whatsoever that I had an affair. But there was plenty that you have been a terrible wife.
No, that's not true at all. I have plenty of evidence of your affair.
What? No, that's not possible. You're just bluffing.
Listen, Ethan. You literally just confessed to your affair in your texts. I just need to take this to a judge. So they'll be able to decide for themselves which of us is a lousy person.
You're so full of it. Texts and messages don't prove anything. There's something else that you think gives you the confidence. You're acting too smug. What is going on? You already knew, right? How long have you known that I've been seeing Lisa?
Are you really that silly? I know about her because you just told me. Thank you for volunteering her name, by the way. I'm glad I didn't even have to ask for it. That makes things easier.
Wait a second. No, that's not her name. It's just a nickname I give to her.
Okay, I'm just kidding. I've known for the past 2 years that you were seeing someone. It started about the time I started working from home, am I right?
What? How did you know that?
There's no point in getting defensive or embarrassed now. Now that it's all out there. All that matters is what happens next. I'll go straight to the point. You don't want to spend months of your life in court, right? So then we'll need to come to an agreement about alimony.
Alimony? But why you just went on and on about how you make enough to live on your own?
I do make enough, but I'm not the one that uprooted both their lives because I couldn't keep it in my pants. I'm willing to agree to a lump sum of $45,000 from you.
What? Are you being serious? 45,000? Are you insane?
I had a feeling that's what you would say. So I guess I'll see you in court. No, it's not happening. You will be gone by the end of the day if I have to throw your stuff out of my house. Since it's your fault that I have to move in the first place, it's only fair that you agree to this. I'm not going to live on the streets just because you couldn't keep it in your pants. I have no problem with the divorce, but finding a new apartment takes time. You can afford to agree to few weeks. It's not like the baby will be born tomorrow. In case you can't swallow your pride and agree to give me time to find a new place to live, I will make your life miserable. You think $45,000 is a lot. Let me know by 5 p.m. how you decide.
Why by 5 p.m.?
Because that's when the banks close. Remember the 45,000 we just talked about?
You want that today?
Of course. You want all this done as quickly as possible, right? That's why you're trying to kick me out by the end of the day. Oh, actually, I guess you could always wire the money to me rather than taking it out in cash. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. Once that's paid, we'll need to talk about division of property and assets.
What? You even want more?
I want what's fair, and I'm perfectly content to either negotiate with you directly or handle it through the courts. So how do you want to play this? It's your call. And your girlfriend works at the same company as you, right? Since she's pregnant, the sooner we make a clean break from each other the better. Don't you think people are gonna start wondering about your relationship soon?
All right. That's fine. Let's just settle this. How much do you think is fair?
Well, I'll take my car and you can keep yours, but I'm also entitled to half the house as well as what we've got in the bank.
What? You're gonna ruin me.
You've ruined yourself. You can buy out my half of the house for $300,000. Plus, $50,000 from savings and $45,000 in alimony. In total, $395,000. Not too bad, if I do say so. Didn't you hear that I have a child on the way? Well, let's make it an even $400,000 if you want to be difficult. Or we can go to court. I bet I get even more if we take it to court. You'll end up with my attorney fees as well.
Fine. I'll wire it to you, but then we're done with that money. There has to be some way that you can be out of the house by tonight.
All right, you're smart. I'll call some friends to see if I can stay somewhere while I find a new apartment. It shouldn't be a problem. I'll take the rest of the afternoon off from work so I can start packing. I'll have all my things packed and out of the house before dinner.
Wow, you really do that fast.
Are you surprised? I've known this day is coming for the past 2 years. And I prepared for it. I couldn't predict exactly when it would happen, but I had no doubt that it would happen eventually. Obviously, I didn't know she would be pregnant, but still, now that it's finally here. This will all be over soon. Unless you have anything else to talk about, I'll see you later this evening. What's that? Hey Ethan. Stop ignoring me.
What? Why are you talking with me like that?
It really took you so long. You need to reply faster.
Okay, what do you want?
Are you ready to send me the last $45,000? You owe me that amount.
What? I don't owe you anything.
What are you talking about? You still owe me $45,000 in our agreement last month. You bought out my half of the house and gave me half of the savings, but you still owe $45,000. I mean $45,000 for the alimony. I haven't received it yet.
I did send you the money. I wired you all the money that you demanded. That should be enough to call it even. That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
I'm sorry. We agreed on $395,000 and I've only received $350,000. You still owe me $45,000.
What do you mean? You only received $350K? That is a lot of money. I don't think you're so greedy.
I agree it is a lot of money, but it's not the amount that we agreed on. Let me guess. You blew through the money so you could claim you don't have it. Actually, it doesn't matter. I don't have any evidence what happened. Frankly, I didn't care. The only thing that matters to me is that you pay it. If you like, I can contact your girlfriend and ask her to help you.
No, stop it. You have no business talking to her. This is between you and me.
You're getting awfully defensive about me talking to her. Is there something that you don't want me to say to her? If you don't want me talking to her and you refuse to pay the rest, I guess it's time to take the situation to attorneys.
Just be reasonable. We can settle this ourselves.
I don't think we can, and I'm tired of arguing with you about it.
Okay, fine. I will wire you now. Just step out of my life. Make sure you never contact me again.
Well, that's easy to threaten Ethan with the attorney. Now I get all the money I need. I have prepared for this situation, so I have no surprise about his girlfriend. At least, he's quite generous and give all the money due to out agreement. We haven't eaten and slept together for a long time. It's been nearly a divorce. But now I'm happy that I get out of that boring marriage. I'm rich and free now. It's so wonderful.
It's been a while. Sis, do you remain single? That is pitiful.
I'm single, so what, I guess.
Yeah.
What exactly do you want? I assume you don't have much spare time to bother me with pointless things.
Yes, I am, but unlike my sister who dropped out of school, I recently received my degree from the University of Los Angeles. I want to tell you something essential, but I'm so busy right now.
It is what?
Actually, I will shortly be getting married.
Oh, that's wonderful, congrats.
Thank you, sis.
Who then is the lucky one? Who is she like? Ethan, I didn't know you had a girlfriend.
Oh, you must be curious. Sis, are you prepared to be envious? LOL.
Please, just let me know.
Actually, I recently became engaged to a brilliant girl who also works for a large corporation. Even my grades are better than hers. Even last year, she took home the President's Award. She is a very beautiful young lady.
Wow, your fiancé is employed by the same business as you. She must be quite brilliant because she also won the President's Award.
We are what you would call a power couple since she is intelligent and successful, haha. Since we both work for large corporations, when we get married, our household income will definitely be more than $100,000.
She works for a large firm and earns a nice salary, which is very wonderful, right?
You see, I was the one who selected her. She is completely apart from my lonely, solitary sister.
What?
You are still unmarried and residing at our parents' house, according to our parents. What a poor individual from the bottom of society, as would be anticipated from someone who dropped out of high school.
What are you saying to your older sister, by the way?
Sis, are you crazy? LOL. Just expressing the facts, please. You still reside at home despite having dropped out of high school, correct? Your situation is dire, sis. You made a terrible decision by leaving high school.
Huh?
You could have been able to join a reputable firm and achieve success like me if you had attended university, just as I did. Your life is being wasted, sis.
Well, you choose that kind of life, therefore it is your own problem. It's not like I picked it voluntarily. If I had the option, I would have attended high school and college as well. But you must be aware that even though I wanted to attend class, I was unable to do so due to some of my classmates harassing me.
You decide to skip class just because some of your classmates excluded you, then. What a ridiculous excuse, lol. Seriously, if you stop attending school because you were left out by your pals, you have a poor mental state. Selecting such a life just for that motive? Sincerely, I find it incomprehensible.
How difficult it was for me back then, you have no clue.
What did I know about the emotions of a low-life high school dropout like you, and you had the gall to say that? You claim that you quit school because your friends excluded you. You must have a really weak will since you are useless.
What?
Imagine being introduced as a poor, illiterate, mentally frail girlfriend. That would be the very worst. How could you possibly handle that? Sincerely, I'm not at all excited about the impending dinner gathering.
An informal party? When do you intend to hold it?
Didn't Mom advise you to keep your schedule open towards the end of the month? At the end of this month, I'm going to introduce everyone to my fiancé. I arranged the dinner gathering in order to accommodate it.
My mother hasn't mentioned anything like to that to me. I won't be leaving till the end of the month, I think.
Wait, sis, you're not returning. Where are you now?
I've been in Balance since last week and had intended to stay until the end of the next month.
Are you now embarking on a path of self-discovery? LOL, sis, you're too old for it.
Not at all.
My sister is so pitiful, man. You want to travel, but your budget will only allow you to visit inexpensive Asian nations. That you don't have any money is really sad. Laughably, you're getting further and more behind me.
Anyhow, what should we do regarding the dinner party? I'm considering temporarily returning from Balin.
Nah, it's all right. Everything works out wonderfully, and you are not required to attend the dinner party. I don't want to tell my sister about my fiancé. Actually, it's advantageous that you won't be returning.
Huh?
I'll mention to my fiancé that my sister, a struggling adult and high school dropout, is presently traveling in search of herself. In any case, I doubt I could find anything for my pathetic sister.
Hello, my name is Sarah, and I recently got married to your brother Ethan. I apologize for not notifying you earlier, but I also wanted to inform you.
Have you already married?
We did, indeed. We had supper last night with my parents and these witnesses who signed our marriage license as witnesses. Ethan then asked, why don't we just submit it now? And we did it immediately.
What? Really?
We immediately went to the city hall's reception after supper and handed in the paperwork. Just today, we received a call from the city hall informing us that everything had been approved.
Okay, really? Best wishes on your marriage. Oh, and I apologize for the delayed introduction. Dilly's, Ethan's older sister, here. I'm sorry for the delayed greetings.
Don't stress over it. I understand you're on a quest for self-knowledge. Ha ha.
That's just Ethan chatting idly, I suppose. I'll absolutely come to introduce myself properly when I return to the nation. I'm sorry it took me so long to contact you.
I don't really want to share the same air with my low-life high school dropout sister-in-law, so you don't even have to kind of say hi if you don't want to. Ha ha ha. Ethan told me about you. You abandoned your studies and still reside with your parents, depending on them for everything, is I correct? I don't want to even meet somebody who lives like that because I don't want to share the same air with them.
Hold on, all of them are misperceptions. When I did leave middle school, I now have a respectable career. Although I do live with my parents, I do not rely on them for financial support.
However, how long do you intend to remain with your parents? Your parents have even expressed how irritated they are with you.
Even if you are helping with the living costs, it still isn't enough, and they really just want you to leave. Are you for real? Our parents stated that, right?
Aren't you already old enough to feel embarrassed over upsetting your family? The fact that you can act so brazenly in this circumstance makes me laugh a lot. I doubt it if I were in your shoes. Even at the same degree of shamelessness, I could master it.
I am aware of what my parents stated, but I had no malicious intent.
Well, they claim to be irritated. Being a high school dropout in and of itself is embarrassing. And you're still living at home despite your advanced age. You are unworthy. They even stated that having a daughter who is destined for shame would be preferable to having their son and his wife live with them.
What?
Anyway, we already threw away all of your belongings because my husband and I would be living with our parents. Even if you return to this location, you no longer have a place to stay. LOL. You've just returned from your self-discovery quest, and now you're going to choose a new home to live, HAHA.
Wait a second. What do you mean you disposed of my belongings? Did you just toss up my belongings without asking me to?
Yeah, LOL, we all gathered and cleaned the space. They trashed and damaged everything in an apparent effort to exact retribution.
I find it hard to comprehend how much you despise me. Even though I was living at my parents' house, I actively assisted with the household tasks and gave them money each month for living costs. Although it's likely that they thought my pay was poor, I was actually working hard to get what I was earning for him.
You know it was worthless to do things like pout and complain? Even if you tried to defend it, the situation remains the same. You were simply getting in the way of things, that's all.
I see. Just an inconvenience that I was. I find it incomprehensible that someone I've never even met must speak to me in this manner. Ethan's wife.
Please be aware that I just dislike those who are at the bottom of the heap. Since Ethan and I are elites who work for a large corporation, you should be aware that we are on a different level from you. So from now on, it will be our room.
Why would you act in such a selfish manner?
Most likely, your parents would not have preferred to live with you. And laughed as you threw your belongings away. It was fantastic. Ha ha. Did you have a vendetta or something against me?
That could be accurate. But regardless of what you say, I never finished high school.
I'm glad you can comprehend now. Ha ha. In any case, even if you return to this place, I don't want to see you. So don't go back to our parents' place, please. Your belongings are gone, and even if you return, there is no room for you here.
Oh, that works out great for me after all.
Why do you say that?
I can continue on to my next location without going back. Wow, I'm really grateful you got rid of everything at home because I feel so much lighter today. The best.
What do you mean we got rid of your stuff thanks without even asking you, is that right? How can you be grateful when you can't even return to your parents' home anymore? LOL.
I've decided to move to a new place, and it means I won't be able to help out our parents anymore. They're going for a health checkup soon, and the medical expenses could go up to $10,000. I was hoping that maybe you and I could help them out while I don't have a place to stay.
Are you serious, Dillies? This is your family we're talking about. You have a responsibility to take care of our parents. Besides, Mom and Dad promised to leave the house to Ethan and me, so you're not even allowed to step foot in there. The house doesn't welcome someone like you, who dropped out of school.
I understand that you're angry, Sarah, but please hear me out. I know it's my responsibility to take care of our parents, and I've been doing my best all this time. But circumstances have changed, and I need some support too. Moving to a new place wasn't an easy decision for me. I have my own challenges and financial constraints right now.
I can't believe you're being so selfish, Dillies. Our parents have done so much for us, and now when they need us the most, you want to back out.
I'm not trying to abandon our parents, Sarah. I still love them deeply, and I'll do whatever I can from a distance. I can contribute financially within my means, but I won't be able to provide the same level of physical support as before. I'm hoping you can understand that life isn't always straightforward, and sometimes we have to make difficult choices. Sarah, I can't believe what you just said. As someone living in my parents' house, you should also take responsibility for caring and looking after them. My parents have always considered you as family, but now I'm surprised to realize that you don't seem to acknowledge that.
It's just that I don't have financial responsibility for their care. That doesn't mean I don't worry or invest emotions in our relationship. Your parents, you should take care of yourself. Not related to me.
But Sarah, we've been living together in this house and sharing daily life. My parents have supported you both financially and emotionally. I think we should share the responsibility and contribute to taking care of them together.
Ethan and I are excellent people, graduating from the top school in the country, not like Dillies, who is always just a servant at the feet of her and her husband.
What? Sarah, you are insulting me already. Sarah, I can't believe you would say something like that so casually. Ethan and you may have excelled and graduated from a top school, but that doesn't give you the right to look down on others. My parents' medical support will send them $5,000. The rest you and Ethan should be responsible for because you're the one living in my parents' house. You should be responsible for this.
That's hilarious. Why should I send money to your parents? I'm not marrying Ethan, so why should I pay? Don't even think about touching my money. That house, I talked to my parents to transfer the property to Ethan. And they agreed to this. And you should move out soon and get somewhere far away from us. Did my parents agree to transfer the property to Ethan? That's right, they don't even care what you think. Try with me to do nothing, now the house is ours.
Hi, Dillies. It's been a while since we talked. What's up?
Great to hear from you. Seems like you have something to tell me. Go ahead.
I actually got laid off from my job because I wasn't performing well. I'm really worried about the future.
Really? Why weren't you doing well in your job?
My work attitude wasn't good, so they fired both me and Sarah. Right now, we're living with our parents and have been unemployed for a while. I was hoping that you could come back and take care of our parents in our place.
Ethan, but I can't do that. I'll only send the money equivalent to what our parents have spent. I have my own career here, and I don't want to give it up.
Dillies, what qualifications do you have to work there? You should come back and take care of our parents.
I apologize for making you angry. Currently, I manage a small restaurant with a salary of $10,000. I don't feel like a failure like you and Sarah, because I always believe I'm right and better than others.
You are just a person with no qualifications and qualifications, so go back to live with your parents. I won't come back for your unemployment.
Dilys decided not to return to her old home to continue developing her career. After 5 years of continuous work, she also went from manager to branch manager after her efforts, and also found a suitable husband for her. Ethan and Dilys always consider themselves superior to others, so they always look down on those who don't go to high school and don't have a degree, so they constantly have difficulty in their work.
Hi, Liz. You look a little haggard. Is that because of my wedding with Dawn? Haha. I wish you're not too depressed or anything. If you were, then I might feel so bad because your husband now is my husband.
Hi, Lisa. You're so ridiculous. What do you want? There is no reason why you come here to see me. We're not that close.
Oh, I just want to check up your status. Are you happy or pissed? I guess you're alive.
You crack me up, Lisa. You're ineligible for driving me crazy.
I just want to notice you that I and Dawn will have wedding ceremony next month.
Cut the crap, sweetie. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. It's 1 month to the day you marry.
Haha, I didn't want you finding out that new from someone else. I think it's common courtesy to let you know myself. We've been friends for 10 years. And I considered you as my sister.
Sister? Do you have any problem with your brain? Who is your sister? You slept with my husband, lied to my face, and now you're trying to take my assets. So you call me sister? What is your definition about sister? Is it a person who having an affair behind each other back? Is that how you treat your real sister? I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I don't want to hear anything about you and my husband. Don't ever say that we're sister or best friend. It's hilarious.
Ex-husband. Please speak the right word. You and Dawn divorced so you can call him husband. He's mine.
Whatever. I don't care about you and Dawn anymore. Don't tease me if you want to live in peace. If not, you can't imagine what I will do to ruin both you and Dawn, Lisa. I will treat people like the way they treat me.
Oh, Pooh! Are you still angry at me? I thought you would be over him at the present. It's really not good for you to keep a grudge. It's not good for your heart and mind.
Thank for caring about my mental health, but you're the root of all problem. Stop playing innocent and get out of my face, Lisa. I'm getting over everything. That doesn't mean I forgot what you and Dawn have done.
Liz, come on, don't give me that cold shoulder. We went through so much together. There is no secret between us. We will be friends forever. Even we used to exchange clothes. Sometimes, you took my things and I took yours. So that it's okay for me to marry your ex-husband, right? I hope that you will come to our wedding.
Lisa, you didn't understand anything I told you. You had an affair with my husband and you have the audacity to invite me to your wedding? How crude up are you?
You're who didn't understand anything, Liz. I didn't steal Dawn, you know, he loves me. When we were in high school, I met Dawn first. Do you remember? You're in another class. At that time we still friend. I and Dawn were tablemate and then I introduced him to you. Dawn said that he had strong feeling of affection for me. But that time I already had a boyfriend, so he couldn't express. Then he thought that he should have someone to coincide with, and the most appreciate person is you.
What? Why didn't him told that with me? Why you are the one that tell me the truth, not him.
Liz, I know you're feeling now, but you have to calm down to listen all the truth. When you have a baby with Dawn, he was very regret, but being a man, he can't reject it. But after you lost the baby, he thought that is extrication for this loveless marriage.
What a childish man. He acted like he truly loves me. He was very sad when we lost our child. Did it all his performance?
No, Liz, he is not that kind of person. He loves the baby is real, so he decided to marry you despite he doesn't love you. But when bad thing come, he thought it a chance for him to start a new beginning.
I'm too stupid, right? I didn't know the truth and then blamed all guilty to you.
He was the one who decided to leave you and be with me. It was his choice. Besides, everyone deserves to be happy, right? I want all my friends' ANF family to know that I am happily getting married.
We were married. We were husband and wife. It's wrong to sleep with someone else's husband. You just don't do that.
Yes, I have to say sorry to you. And all I focus on is that Joe and I love each other and we belong together. Besides, I don't need anyone judging me whether I'm right or wrong. I made my Decison and I am very happy with it. Well, we've already decided on a venue. I already sent you an invitation. You will probably get it by tomorrow, so make sure you check it.
You still decide to invite me?
It's going to be just beautiful. I can't wait. I am so excited.
Look at you. How efficient and considerate. Is it even legal to get remarried that quickly?
Yes. It wasn't a problem at all. Thank to you. So I hope you can make it. I mean, you're coming, right?
Are you kidding me? Why should I come to the wedding of the one who treated and hurt me?
You have to accept the truth and understand that he wasn't really in love with you. The very first time I met Dawn, I knew we were destined to be together. Our eyes clicked and everything was so natural, just as it was meant to be. Did you know that Dawn was really lonely all that time? I'm glad you let him go free. He is in such a better place now.
All this time, I was blaming myself for our fallout. But I'm for certain it wasn't me. I'm just angry I had to waste a year of my life.
Yes, we are. I'm just saying. It's not going to be easy for you to find a partner. I remember you used to binge eat every time you broke up with your boyfriend. Just because Joe's not around anymore, that shouldn't give you any reason to slack off.
No, I am not. I just can't believe you said that. And I won't come to your wedding. Don't looking forward for it. Please don't contact me anymore. Good luck and goodbye.
Hi, Liz.
Why don't you come to my wedding?
I'm sorry to suddenly reach out to you like this.
Hi, Dawn. Why are you here?
I think I have to talk face to face with you. I was really sad and felt guilty to hear you didn't come to our wedding. I was hoping you could come and celebrate this happy day together.
Has Lisa told you anything?
She said she sent you the wedding invitation but you declined. She said she doesn't know why you won't come. If you two are fighting and if it's something that can be fixed. I was hoping you can make amends and forgive us. It would mean so much to us if you can do it for us.
Dawn, I think you're missing a lot of context about this situation. Lisa, tell me all the truth that you felt relieved when we lost our baby. I can't go through it. I felt very guilty to our baby. You think it is an obstacle and it forced you to marry me. I'm so disappointed when I hear that. You didn't love me.
Liz, don't think by that negative way. I never thought and want that bad thing happen. I never ever wanted our baby got lost. When I heard you pregnant, I was very delighted and hoped to build a small family with you. When we live together, love can appear anytime. But there's unlucky situation came to our child. In that time I'm very anguished. I knew that I didn't love you, just married you because of the baby. so I think we won't happy if we continue together. Even now I struggle to describe the anguish that we felt.
Is that true?
Yes, I swear all I have told you is the truth. We should free each other. I found my love, that's Lisa. And we've been very happy together. And I think you should have left the past and move forward. You can find the one who loves you and take care of you all your life.
Yes, I can left and go on my own way. But I can't forgive Lisa.
Liz, I choose her and I am the one who decides to divorce.
Stop blaming the Lisa!
No, you shouldn't think I am that kind of petty person. Lisa has betrayed me. She took all my assets and invest all my saving money to the company.
What are you saying? Saving money?
Yes, when we were best friend, we have created a fund for travel. We will use it when we are older to relax. But she took all mine.
I can't believe Liz has betrayed you.
That's the thing. Lisa doesn't think much of it. She definitely doesn't think she betrayed me. At least that's not the impression I got from her.
Did she apologize to you?
I hope she had her reasons and explained them to you.
No way. You knew her. She apologized, but it's not honest. At first I was so angry that I thought of suing them. But I didn't. The process is just too emotionally draining. Lisa may have you, but she can't take everything I've worked for. I won't let her ruin me completely.
I'm sorry, Liz. I don't know what she've done behind your back.
I'm sorry, Dawn, but I can't forgive Lisa. Starting a new life shouldn't involve taking my possessions and leaving me with nothing.
I understand that this is a difficult situation, but we need to find a solution that works for all of us. Dwelling on the past won't help any of us. We need to find a way to coexist peacefully. I can't change the past, but I want us to find a way to co-parent, support each other, and eventually find happiness again.
Happiness? You think I can ever be happy knowing that my best friend betrayed me and stole my husband?
I know it's hard to imagine now, but time has a way to healing wounds. We can find happiness in our separate ways.
Separate ways? She's still there, trying to take my possessions.
Liz, calm down. Let's sit down and talk about possessions. We can find a way to divide them and ensure that both of you have what we need.
So what is your solution?
I understand that forgiveness may take time, and I'm willing to give you that time.
I'll consider it, but know that I won't make it easy. Both of you have hurt me in ways I never thought possible.
I regret the pain my wife have caused you, Liz. I hope that with time, we can find a way to heal and find our own paths to happiness.
We'll see, Dawn. We'll see if there's any chance for redemption all of this.
All your money that Lisa has taken away, I will bring it back to you. Now, I am her husband, so I have to responsible for fix the mistake that she made. I'll send it to your bank account when I earn enough. And about the story of us, I think you should left everything and move on. Living in the past won't help you to develop and mature.
Thank for your recommendation. Thank you for listening to me and help me to find the solution. I will move my home and also my work. Come to a new city may make a new beginning.
That's a good idea. I hope you happy, but not the way you were with me.
Thank you. I hope you happy with your choice.
Goodbye, Liz. Thank for everything.